The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go here in Cincinnati. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They run again with Wright. Third and 9. Out of the gun, here's May. He's got a receiver. That's Baker. A gain there of 15. That's enough for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Back on the ground and back to Wright. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing now is May. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's May. And that one incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
To the goal line and in. Javon Baker. Touchdown, Black Knights. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Black Knights will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
On 1, ready?
1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. God!
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. A throw on the move is caught. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Quick hitting slant there. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
11, Thomas. God.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he will power his way into the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And he's got it at the 1. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run with Wright. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's May. That is brought in. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. They get big yardage on the deep ball. An even 40 yards. Here's May to throw it on first down. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Black Knights. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Black Knights will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's get set. Dot.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack.
Here we go.
It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. 11.
That's Palmer, the man in motion.
Dot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, set. Bronco switch.
On the ground, and this is right. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. Going to about the 39. 2nd down and 8. May going to look to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes
that is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A carry here for Wright. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 1 quarter.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, it's May. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Pass, right side, taken by Baker. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Let's get set. Done.
They'll go again with Mitchell. And he's got a Bengals 1st down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Bass's kick is good. And the Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is May. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Give here to Wright. 15-yard pickup there. And that will be a 1st down. On the give, it's Wright. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Head up. This is Wright. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now, May. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. He is in. Touchdown, Black Knights. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Black Knights will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Dot.
A first down throw for Burrow. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A give to Mitchell. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Get set. Dot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go. Dot.
To throw is Burrow. He's going to run it. And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the first down. Gain of 12 and a first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield.
11.
Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Dot.
Now Mitchell. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Passing right side, and Chase has it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Gun. Dot. Dot.
Now, Burrow. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Dot.
Throwing is Burrow. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Maynard on 1st and 10. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's May. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's May. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. Here's May again. He'll let one go down the middle. And the Bengals will take over at their own 15.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot.
On first down, Burrow. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And they're going to get him down right at the 25. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock, 24 seconds to go until halftime.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Second down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Back to throw, Burrow. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards.
11.
On the ground, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. They face second down and 7.
11, Thomas.
Now, Burrow. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the end zone, and he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Gun.
A run here with Mitchell. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
Let's get set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. Behind.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 2, ready?
Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Behind.
To throw is Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
11 MT, 11 MT. Behind.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. In trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, a run for right. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
And that is incomplete. Javon Baker was the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Slot man in motion left. They'll go. Here's May. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
11.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Burrow to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
12.
Burrow throwing on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
That is caught downfield by Douglas. And he will score. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, Black Knights. No problem there on the extra point. And the Black Knights have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
On 1st down, right back to Mitchell. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
He won't gain a lot of traction there. Down only to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
11 mighty.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Off he goes.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Throwing on 2nd down. May. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. It is a touchdown. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is up and through. And the Black Knights will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
11, 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 11, Don.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The 3rd quarter has come to an end. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Don.
Now, Burrow. That's complete to all the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
On one, ready? Here we go.
Another run here with Mitchell. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Gun.
On second down, a run with Mitchell. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's second and 2.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Mitchell. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a...
To the pylon, he's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run with Wright. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And That's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Here's May to throw it on first down. That one taken in by Douglas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. May to throw on second down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got it.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. They're going. It's May. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. A shotgun handoff to Wright. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They run again with Wright. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here is first and goal. They put Woods in motion. They'll stick to the ground. Marked down at the 6. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll run here. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up fourth down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So now, a big spot coming here. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll come up for first and 10.
Gun. Cut.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Back to throw, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
Let's go.
So it's a win for our visitors. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the